I've tested the gravel DOP kit a while back, you can see the review in the info tab above, and I was highly impressed by that DOP kit, and now I can check out one of their backpacks. This is a first impressions video. For those of you who are new to this channel, with all of my first impressions videos, I intentionally do not inform myself about the product, because I kinda want to simulate how I walk into a brick and mortar store and check out the product for the very first time, without checking out the feature page on their website or having too much knowledge about the product, which could bias the first impressions video. So with that in mind, this is the first impressions video of the Gravel Daily Carry / Travel Backpack 11 liters. Okay, so this is the first impressions of the Gravel 11 liter backpack. As mentioned, I have reviewed their DOP kit a while back, and yeah, this is the first backpack that I am able to check out. So let's unpack this. Again, this is the first impressions and not a review. So okay, so for my first impressions, this material has this kind of shiny feel to it, and for the lack of a better word, I would think, okay, this is like very water resistant or waterproof material. However, like I always say, it is really difficult to make a 100% waterproof bag, because even if the material is waterproof, there are always places where water could get inside, be it the seams, slightly open zippers. So imagine being in a monsoon rain for a long period of time, and then there are some winds that could push water through some openings or the seams of the bag. So as mentioned right from the bat, I feel this is a very unique fabric. It has this, as mentioned, this shine to it. It feels kind of like some form of X-Pack or Dyneema for this kind of noisy specs or this noisy features. It is not as noisy and crinkly as Dyneema, but it feels similar. But from really close inspection, I would say this is some treated Cordura, but please don't quote me on this. As mentioned, this is a first impressions. I intentionally did not inform myself about this bag. So before I go into all of the zippers, this is very small and compact. As you can tell from the name, it's 11 liters in capacity, and you can't see it right away. I really like this because most bags, I tend to use bags in a 20 liter-ish capacity for everyday use, for work, to carry around equipment, my laptop and stuff like that. And having an 11 liter bag is a really good middle ground for day trips where I don't need to carry around my big laptop, but only like a few couple of items like pouches or jacket, maybe a tablet or something like that. And yeah, therefore, from first impressions, I really like the form factor. You have quite beefy shoulder straps, plus a rather big sternum strap, which I don't like right away. It's too big. Then you have a non-detachable waist belt. And maybe you can hear from my voice, I don't really like this, because I don't think that you will load up an 11 liter capacity backpack to the capacity and to the weight that you would actually need a waist belt. And this kind of waist belt basically only keeps the bag in place, but at least in my experience, doesn't really efficiently help to distribute the weight to your waist. So basically, on most bigger backpacks, you have a waist belt that is padded to take off the weight off your shoulders and put some weight off the bag onto your hips. But with this small non-padded waist belt, this is basically just to keep the bag more or less in place. It will take off some weight off your shoulders and distribute that weight onto your hips. But because this is not padded and very slim, I don't think this will do it effectively, in my humble opinion, or from first impressions. So I would have loved that this is detachable. However, I can tell here you can stow it away in this small pocket in here, which is good, obviously, because you don't have to deal with it. However, you will feel this rather big buckle in your lower back. And yeah, I would have preferred that this would be detachable. The sternum strap is detachable and you can adjust it here on the shoulder straps. But I feel like, again, this is only 11 liters. This sternum strap doesn't need to be this big, in my humble opinion. You have some load lifters to adjust the position of the shoulder straps. But yeah, I can only repeat myself. With 11 liters, I don't think you would need this kind of beefy shoulder strap, because I don't think you will load up this bag to such a degree that you need these beefy shoulder straps, load lifters, a big sternum strap, and a waist belt. I like the effort to include all of these things, but I wouldn't have done this, to be honest. Here is a place where you can stow away the shoulder straps. You can detach them via this buckle and then stow it away inside this back panel to create a suitcase kind of carrying option. But then again, sorry that I need to repeat myself, these are so bulky that if you stow them away, this whole part is just, yeah, it doesn't look great. If these would have been slimmer, I think this would be sufficient enough to carry it around comfortably, and the option to stow away the shoulder straps, the waist belt and the sternum strap would have been much better or streamlined in a way. Then you have this luggage strap, so you can put that bag onto your rolling carry-on. And again, going back to the waterproof thing, every part of the bag where water can accumulate has the potential, because there is a lot of water in one place, that it could get inside the bag. And this part where you can stow away the shoulder straps is open. So if you carry this on your back and you get into rain, then water will accumulate in this part. Similarly, this pocket up here is like a little gutter where water can accumulate. Here is a YKK Storm Guard zipper, so this helps to prevent water getting inside, but still, you need to keep in mind water will accumulate here. Also, dust and dirt can accumulate on this part. It looks good, but I personally would try to do this a little bit differently. So that was the outside of this bag. This side handle is very comfortably padded. Kind of reminds me of the Minal Daily bag, so which you also were able to carry around as a briefcase. Very minimalistic logo. I like this a lot. Design wise, this looks amazing and would be a great bag for the office. Then you have a quick access compartment that goes up to here. Great to store away items that you need to access quickly, or if you are at the airport and going through the TSA security check. I prefer to put my phone, wallet, keys in this pocket, opposed to having those important items in those little plastic bins where someone could just grab and run with it. The zipper has a zipper garage to prevent water getting inside. Then we have another pocket up here, which has a grab handle. Oh, I have seen another one here. So you can actually carry this around in tote bag mode. Personally, I'm only 170 centimeters tall and I don't like to carry around bags in tote bag mode, because if I'm going upstairs and carry it in tote bag mode, the bottom usually bumps against the stairs when I'm going up. So I prefer the side handle and carry around bags in briefcase mode. Besides the strap for the tote carry mode, the slot goes down to the bottom. So also a great place maybe to store a water bottle, but the compartment expands to the outside and as far as I can tell also a little bit to the inside. So if you carry a water bottle in this outer pocket, keep in mind some capacity might be occupied inside the main compartment. Then we have, this is the laptop slot. And this is like an admin area for SSDs, maybe your charger, small items. I like these kind of compartments a lot. So these are mesh pockets, then a see-through mesh. I like this a lot. This is actually a good option. I've never thought about using this kind of fabric because I know from some people that they prefer non-see-through pockets at the top, so in terms of privacy, so no one can see what's inside these top pockets. But this is a good alternative to have some degree of privacy, but still be able to see what's inside. I kind of like this. Not sure about durability though. The laptop slot is okay. It has a soft inner lining on this side and is padded. But this is very thin. This is a thin fabric to basically keep the laptop or your tablet in place. However, if you have like your charger in here, I don't know, this seems a little bit too soft and something hard inside the main compartment or in this mesh pocket could dent your laptop in a way, I assume. So let's close this up again. Then there is another pocket, which is another quick access pocket that has soft inner lining. So I assume some people, I wouldn't do this, but some people maybe would like to drop their sunglasses in here. However, there is a carabiner for your keys that you can store in a separate pocket. Still, I know some people who would just drop your glasses in these kind of pockets, but I would be afraid that these would get crushed. But this is still a great pocket. Also for your phone, because this is protective. Good place for that. So now going into the main compartment, which is clamshell opening. Okay, what's this? So you have a little, an expandable water bottle compartment slot. This is amazing actually. I never use water bottle compartments or water bottle slots. So if you don't use that, you can actually just zip this up and then it's out of your way. The whole side of this has a soft inner lining, which is also the opposite part of Velcro. So you have this divider in here, which is pretty cool. And then you can Velcro it to the sides however you would like to maybe create some form of separation from top to bottom. Not sure how durable or how practical this is. From first impressions, this feels a little bit flimsy and I don't know if this could actually hold anything up here if nothing is at the bottom. But to have somewhat of an organization to maybe separate shirts from boxers or something like that, then this is great. Because even though this is only 11 liters, this could be a good travel bag for a one-nighter or something. Have all your work items in the organizer pouch and then some clothes in here, maybe at the bottom, and then some other work items at the top. So this could work as a travel bag. Also, don't forget, Gravel makes these incredible dop kits, so these could be also stored inside. You have some lashing points, so I assume some accessories are available to attach them to these lashing points. There is some organizing slot here where you could put something else in there to stay organized from the other parts, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I would actually use this. This feels a little bit flimsy in a way, thin, but keep in mind, the thicker the fabric is, the more weight it adds, the more bulk it adds to the bag overall. So there's always a balance to be made for a company to decide on what materials are we going to use. Or for instance, if there's a zipper in here, then those few grams add up over time. I honestly would have loved some organization on this lid. Maybe get rid of this one and have something up here. That would be nice. But other than that, I like the simplicity of the main compartment because it will adapt to your packing style. And having this water bottle compartment be able to be tucked away is incredible. Obviously, you could also use this for socks. Open this up, put all your socks in here so they don't like fly around in the bag. This would be great. I think this is a very cool, small little bag. Honestly, I kind of like this. I like the design, I like the look. The size is incredible. The build quality is overall good. There are some things like the thin material for the laptop slot that I probably would have changed. I don't like the shoulder straps from my first impressions because they are just too thick. I probably will cut off the waist belt. I don't need this. I don't want this, to be quite frank. And if these shoulder straps would have been thinner, I probably would use this a little bit in briefcase mode, but I don't think this is really cool to stow away because they are so thick. But other than that, I really like this bag. I didn't think that this would be so impressive, but I kind of like this. The design is cool, the build quality is great. The choices of some of the fabrics on some parts, I would personally change. Again, the fabric for the laptop slot, maybe those nylon things need to be revisited, longer testing. But other than that, the build quality is great. Shoulder straps, I would change. I will customize these in some degree, cut something off, maybe exchange the sternum strap for the sternum strap from 8 Timber that I checked out in a video that you can see in the info tab above. But other than that, I'm looking forward to use this bag. Alright, so this was the first impressions video about the Gravel Daily Carry / Travel Backpack 11 liters. As you can tell, I really like this bag from first impressions and I'm looking forward to test this bag. So my question to you is, how do you like this bag? Is 11 liters enough for you? Maybe for one-nighter or for work? Let us all know in the comment section below. If you have any more questions, also comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, click the like button. And please feel free to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell icon so you won't miss the next videos. Also, check out my Instagram at YouKnowTheBow, and stay safe and healthy everyone, and I see you in the next videos. Thank you very much.